Hi everyone, this is Hareesha from H&B Premier Tax and Accounting LLC. I'm a CPA here in Long Island, New York. If you haven't met me before, my name is Hareesha Boyagodage. Today I'm going to talk about a very important topic that most people are wondering about their second stimulus check. I know most people have gotten the money from the IRS, but if you happen to be one of them that who did not get the money, so you're thinking, what happened to my, second stimulus check? $600 per individual or $1,200 for a family that you did not get yet, right? So there are five, various reasons, that could be why you did not get that. There are five main reasons, that might be the reason why you did not get your payment. That's what I'm going to answer in this video today. Now, before we get started, just to give you a little bit about this channel. I'm going to cover a lot of the tax, related topics, personal finances, investments, and then also how to become financially independent, build wealth, things like that. If some of those things are of any interest to you, please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button so more other people will get to know about the channel and get a chance to see the videos. All right, let's get to the topic. If you have already received your stimulus check, right, you don't have to worry about this. You could skip to the next video. So if you haven't, so the main reason why you might not have received your stimulus check could be you did not file a 2019 tax return. So the second stimulus check is based on 2019 tax return. So if you did not file a 2019 tax return, or if you're not receiving social security benefits, disability income benefits, things like that, so there's no way for IRS to know whether you are eligible for this payment or not. So then you will not get this stimulus check. And also, if you know anything about the first round of stimulus checks, IRS had a tool, non-filer, tool. So if you are not required to file a tax return, IRS had set up a special tool that you could go and then file a like a zero tax return, and then they will and update your bank information, and then they will send you payment. Now they said they're not going to open that tool again. So what are the options that you have if you did not file 2019 tax return? So then what you will have to do is you will have to file a tax return for 2020 tax year, which is you could do right now, and then claim a recovery rebate credit. So then you have to show your income. If your income within the limits that you for you to qualify for this stimulus check, so then IRS will get your payment as a recovery rebate credit. The other reason why you might not get your payment yet, you filed your 2019 tax return already, but IRS has not processed your return, right? So how do you check if IRS has processed your return or not? IRS has a tool called Where's My Refund, right? So you could go to that tool and then put your information, and then they will tell you if your return has been processed or not. So if it's not processed, they will say still processing, right? So if your return has been already processed, they will say like your return is processed, your refund status is this, they mailed you a check on such and such date. So then that your return is already processed. So then you could expect your stimulus check to come soon. By law, IRS has to release all the stimulus payments by January 15th, right? So look for that if you fall into the category 2. Now the third category is if you're someone that use the bank account direct deposits to receive your refund in 2019 tax year, but between then and now you change your bank accounts, right? Or else you could be someone that use a temporary bank account to receive your refund. If you go to a place like TurboTax or HR Block, any kind of tax preparer that use your refund to collect their payments, right? The tax preparation fees. Then what they do is they use a temporary bank account get the tax refund, and then they split that tax refund between your bank account and their fees. what happens is, in that case, IRS, does not have your bank account, with the IRS. IRS will have a separate, kind of bank account that's temporary, right? Or the bank accounts that belongs to that tax service. So in that case, IRS cannot send you the stimulus check, directly to your bank account. So what do? If you happen to be one of them, right? So two things could happen. One, if the bank account is not active, IRS could get the money back. If IRS sends the money to the bank account that's not active, the money will bounce back to IRS, right? So as soon as IRS knows that money bounced back, they will probably mail you a check or a debit card. And also, you could get in touch with your previous tax, preparer or tax service company to see if they have received your refund, on behalf of you. So then, at that point, they could turn around and give their money to you. I saw a New York Times article. They said almost like 13 million, taxpayers got their stimulus check to wrong bank accounts, or inactive bank accounts. Surprising, right? So that's the third category. Let's go to the fourth category. So fourth one could be your check is in the mail, right? So if you didn't use direct deposit in the last year, IRS has to issue you a check for your stimulus payments, or a debit card. So if it is a debit card, it could take a little longer, but if it is a check, it literally could be in the mail. So you keep checking your mails. You should get it any day soon. Like I mentioned before, IRS has to release them all the payments before January 15th, right? So today January 10th, so you should get that in the mail pretty soon. So the fifth reason why you might not get your stimulus check yet, because you don't qualify for it. Sorry, if you make too much money, or your income is more than the threshold limits, right? So either you will get a partial payment, or you might not get a payment at all. So it starts phasing out from 75,000 and up for a single filer. For married filing joint couple, from 150,000 and up, and then head of household $112,000 and 500 and up, starts phasing out. And then if your income goes above those numbers, after certain number, you will not be totally eligible for stimulus check. So I did a separate video actually explaining who will get the stimulus check or not. I'm going to leave a link to that video, so make sure you go check that out, so that way if you are going to be eligible or not eligible based on your income or not. All right. So the next category that might not be eligible for the stimulus check is someone that was a dependent on somebody else's tax return. Let's say you happen to be a college student that didn't earn enough income, but your parents claim you as a dependent on their tax return, right? So then by nature or by law, you're not going to get a stimulus check. And then the other category could be someone who did not have a social security number, who use a tax ID to file their tax return. So this is not an exclusive list. These are like these five like the majority or main reasons that why someone could not get their stimulus check soon. And also I'm going to leave the link to get my payment tool from the IRS. So if you want to check about your stimulus check status, so IRS has this special tool. You could go and plug in your number, your information, your social security number, your date of birth, and your address. So they will tell you, if you're going to get a payment, or if they have already processed your payment or not. Go check that out. All right. So until I see you in the next video, have a good week. Take care of one another. Stay safe.